It's going there. And it looks like it's starting to be received by YouTube right now. And there we go, both of these. Now let me testing. Hey guys, we're live on YouTube. I just want to make sure that the audio is correct. Like it's starting to be received by YouTube. H.A. Goodman is in the house. What's up, H.A.? There we go, both of these. Now let me.
Sam, my man, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. There's a little delay, so I'm waiting to hear if it says your voice. Hey guys, we're live on YouTube. I just want to make sure that the audio is correct. Like it's starting to be
this is like a remix.
H.A. Goodman is in the house. What's up, H.A.? Go both of these. Now let me.
Sam, my man, how are you?
You are good, brother. We are good. All right, give it up for that. Let's clap it up. All right, guys. Hey, I don't know if that went through or not, but hey. Welcome to
like
I'm your man Tim Black, and this is my man H.A. Goodman, and he's on this side of the house. What's up, H.A.? Good, brother. We are good. All right, give it up for that. Let's clap it up. Can you hear me?
Tim,
hey.
Tim, I'm getting
oh, you know what? That's me. My bad. Thank you, sir. Let me try this again. Hey, guys, how you doing? My name is Tim Black. Welcome to Tim Black at Night. This is No Sellouts with my man H.A. Goodman. What's up, H.A.?
Tim Black.
All right. I want to.
Let me tell you, man, that was like I ate like 10 pot brownies just now. I had like so many voices in my ear, but it was great.
What? It's all good, man. Yeah. I was just testing. I forgot to mute that thing after I tested. I want to give a big shout out, Agent, before we start, to my man Iron Man Oz, who's an IT, got his own IT company, right? So look him up, ITWS. ITWS.com. He dialed into my computer, helped me get my technical issues solved. I will give you more information on how to contact Rob if you have technical issues. But thank you, Rob, for doing that, man. We love you for it. I appreciate you. Now back to the previously scheduled show. H.A. Goodman, what's up, brother? Talk to me.
Tim Black. You know what? This is the thing. It's kind of funny. It's kind of amusing because ever since this craziness with Trump the past, week or so with the travel ban to Muslim-majority nations, right. I've had a lot of people come to HA, I think now you got to circle the wagons. And, Trump is doing some crazy stuff. And, forget about all that stuff. And, yes, 100% I disagree with. I've written against Islamophobia. I disagree with. Well, what we do in terms of foreign policy is we completely destabilize the Middle East and create all these failed states, and then we don't let the refugees in. So in terms of that, Trump is 100% wrong, right?
Right.
My thing, though, is I'll read you this. This is from a friend of mine, Seth Fransman, who is an amazing journalist at the Jerusalem Post in Israel, and he wrote. The Department of Homeland Security targeted these 7 countries, the countries that on Trump's list, over the last years as countries of concern. In February 2016, when President Obama was president, the Department of Homeland Security today announced that it is continuing its implementation of the Visa Waiver Program Improvement and Terrorist Travel Prevention Act of 2015 with the addition of Libya, Somalia, and Yemen as 3 countries of concern, limiting visa waiver program travel for certain individuals who travel to these countries. So the Obama administration, see what Trump did is like what Obama did on steroids. So he limited their ability to get visas, and he limited their travel, not to the extent, obviously, that what Trump did with the executive order. But it's interesting, in his executive order, he actually only lists Syria. He doesn't go on about all the other countries. He gets that from the countries that were targeted by President Obama.
Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Absolutely. You know what? I was going to go there. I'm so glad you went there because you actually read a portion of the actual piece that was put out by Fransman. Brother, thank you so much for that. And you know what? The media... When is media lying? When is it considered a lie to leave out very important parts of your story?
It's that's what we've been experiencing for a long, long time. Even Bush's day, same thing. I agree with you 100. That's a great point. All these, I just don't like it when I understand the outrage. But the selective outrage just bothers me so much.
You know what? Here's the thing about selective outrage, in my opinion, HA. So many people were lied to. Well, so many people did not have the information. So this is what I'm running into. I'll do what you just did. I'll call out something such as immigration. I'll call out deportation. I'll call out drone strikes. And people are saying, look, Tim, we didn't know, man. Like, they really didn't know anything. And that's why I complain about media so much. That's why I hit them so much. Even though I'm a part of it, I'm on the very bottom rung of it. But,
no, I don't think so.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Man, these guys have been in the field for many years. I'm just a newbie, less than 4 years. But I'll tell you this, man. There are a lot of people who I think would have been outraged under Obama, but they were not given the information to be outraged because the media would not report it. And I think that is a travesty. So though I'm upset and I want to point out this stuff, I also am aware, right, even though I'm angry, even though I know I'm right, because we're dead right about the number of deportations. You're dead right with that article that Obama is the reason why he gave the ammunition to Trump to do what he did. Mm-hmm. Same thing with basically the demolishing of habeas corpus. A lot of stuff he's handled to Trump, but he was, Obama is responsible. But there are people, man, I think they would have been outraged. I think they would have protested. Some of them did protest. The media wouldn't cover it when we were protesting the wars. You know what I'm saying? There were protests around the country, just it would not get media coverage. So, So I just want to throw that out there. I am aware of it, folks. I'm aware that some of you are good people. You're not hypocrites. You just didn't know. So now you know. And now you know why I won't vote Democrat. All right? Now you know why. Now you know that they've been hiding. So all this bad stuff that you say Trump is so evil, just look at it. Just put Obama's name on some of that stuff. On most of that stuff. Put Obama's name on it. Now tell me why you think that he's such a great guy. Why is he so cool? And why is the Democrats always getting your vote when you have them doing the same things that Trump is now doing? They did it first. He got their playbook. You understand?
Exactly. He got their playbook, and imagine if Trump goes ahead and starts detaining people without trial indefinitely. He goes ahead and he marks people for death throughout the world, then kills them in secret lists that we decide. Imagine if Trump does all that. Then imagine Trump basically regime change in Libya, turned it into a failed state by ousting Gaddafi. Imagine if Trump did all those things in addition to the $10 billion. Let's say Trump had a foundation. Could you imagine, though, if Donald Trump had a foundation that stole $10 billion from Haiti? It would be like game over. And in terms of people paying attention. So, but all of what I just described was either Obama or Clinton.
Yep.
And nobody said anything, and that's the thing.
Not only did they not say anything, they demonized us for telling the truth. I mean, it's one thing to shut the hell up and go and just be quiet. Like when somebody's saying something you don't like it, and it's like, okay, it's true. I'm just gonna shut up. I'm gonna act like I didn't hear that. No, they go a step further, HA. They attack you and I.
Tim, how many times have you been blamed for Trump?
A lot, brother.
You must be.
Than should be. Yeah, definitely.
We must be very powerful if we put Trump into office. Can you imagine that? Hey, how powerful we are?
Hey man, I'm I'm on the Game of Thrones, man. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm that guy, man. I don't know what his name was, but the guy, a Lannister. I'm the king of the Lannisters or whatever, man. Because obviously I got Trump elected. So you and I, man, brother. I wonder if I can get my basement redone since I'm so powerful. Like get the insulation. Like I'm looking at insulation. This is no way for a king to live.
Yeah.
A man with such power to determine elections, in the most industrialized country in the world. I should not be living with a ceiling that has beams. I demand more. These people are jackasses, AJ.
Exactly. And the thing is, this is the thing. It's funny because just 2 weeks ago, the Russians hacked the election, and it was all about Russia hacking the election, and then fake news, and then the Electoral College. We don't talk about the Electoral College anymore, so it's going to be the same Electoral College, everybody. It's the same thing, and nothing's changed. So if Democrats don't win Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, and Ohio, you're gonna have another 4 years of Trump. This is what I tell people when they're like, why don't you shut up and just target Trump and rally around? You know what I say? I just put Pelosi Schumer 2020. That's it.
Oh,
that's it.
Pelosi
game
Schumer.
Over.
Oh, game over. Oh.
Drops Mike. That's it. It's just because the thing is, or Hillary Clinton 2020. And I called their bluff. Now I'm calling their bluff. And I want her to run, Tim. It's official. I want to announce this on the Tim Black Show. No sellouts, okay? I want everyone to know. H.A. Goodman, with all of his heart, wants Hillary Clinton to run again.
Oh.
And here's why. Because they demonized us, you and me. They went after us, and they called everybody Bernie bros, and they just try to steamroll any competition, cheated Bernie, WikiLeaks, DNC emails, completely cheated him. Then they said she was going to win. Washington Post, 538. Oh, it was in the bag. Trump was a danger to humanity. Okay, she lost miserably. Then they said it was Russia, fake news, Electoral College. So my thing is this. Let's make sure that Russia doesn't hack our election, the DNC again. Let's go ahead, have Bernie and Hillary Clinton go at it one more time.
Hey.
Let's see who wins.
Hey, why not, man?
I'm calling their bluff.
They're not going to take that. Look, man, if they run Hillary again, man, unbelievable, man.
Even they don't want to. Like the people who think like we're out there or whatever, they don't even want that. They're like, oh, don't bring that up. Just Trump is evil. And you know what? Trump's doing bad things that I don't want, that you don't want, but at the same time, we warned them. So it's like, okay, we
warned them. They wanted it anyway. They thought it was the best call. They wanted their candidate, and they got their candidate. They got the matchup they wanted. They got everything they wanted, but they couldn't eke out a win against Trump. But now that these people realize that the Democratic Party has been in the policies of Obama. What about the film? Did you see the clip of Bill Clinton, almost verbatim, saying what Trump has said on the campaign trail, like almost verbatim, dude. And all of the Democrats clapped.
Yep.
They were clapping so hard. I'm sure they needed to ice their hands down. They needed,
they got tendinitis.
They needed prosthetics. I don't know. They needed something. It was remarkable. It's like, wow, Bill Clinton in the 90s talking about keeping our borders safe, talking about kicking out illegal immigrants, and I saw all of these Democrats, all of them clapping. So it's not so much the policy people don't like. They don't like his package, and they don't like who's giving it.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They don't like who's giving the package. And I'll say this, dude, and this is something weird, HS, want to go to it and get your reaction. I know I'm supposed to say, open the border, do whatever. But I'm just finding it a little crazy that we'll bomb people and then tell them to come live here. Like,
because Tim,
crazy, HA.
On Twitter, it's much, you can get away with it on Twitter, so it's okay. No one's going to call out drone strikes on Twitter or social media. Slate and the Daily Beast, they're not going to call out drone strikes because this culture, this democratic, liberal, fake, phony, progressive culture. I'm not saying everybody, like you said, there are anti-war people who did protest even under Obama. But the Democrats destroyed the movement as a whole, and I'll get to that in a second. My thoughts on that, but sure. If you said an offensive tweet, if somebody on Twitter says something offensive, that's going to get more outrage than, for example, in Syria, we accidentally bombed 70 plus civilians. Yeah. Everybody shrugs their shoulders. Oh, well, we're getting the bad guys.
Stuff happens.
Stuff happens. That's 70 people that we just.
What you said about what was it? Jerry Seinfeld made a joke about Lewis Black coming on his show, and he said Lewis Black's life matters, and the world went crazy because he made a joke about Lewis Black, the comedian's last name, and said Lewis Black's life matters.
But speaking of Black lives, how many Democrats have actually stated the name? in the past year or 7 months.
Dude, right now they're making money off of, and they're feeding the Trump wave. They're riding the Trump wave right now, and it's not like black people aren't getting shot in the ass. They are. It's just this is worth a little bit more money. Like they got Trump right now, so we can focus on Trump and ride that wave all the way to the bank, baby. We'll come back. There'll be black people getting shot later. We'll come back to that after we make this money.
Well, what I'm saying is, in the beginning of the Democratic primary, do you remember it was like Bernie Sanders, old white guy, and even D.L. Hughley was talking about like, yeah, the inauguration, there's so many white people, and the thing is like in the beginning of the Democratic primary was, yeah, Bernie's a white guy, and then does he really care about civil rights issues? Then we found out, yeah, he actually was a civil rights advocate, and he got arrested and all that stuff. But that was a huge focus, and nobody really condemned Hillary Clinton for calling black youth super predators. But the issues, Black Lives Matter met with Hillary Clinton. The issues were talked about. Now it's like the Democratic Party has completely abandoned that. Even when Trump talks about Chicago all the time, that's what he talks about. It's not like, and there's no Democrats talking about, well, yeah, here's a plan to fix the poverty in the inner cities, to fix the gang violence. Here's our plan. Let's talk about how we can improve that. Where's their plan, Tim? Where's the Democratic plan to improve the lives of black citizens?
The dog ate their homework.
The Russians hacked
the Russians ate their homework. Yeah, that's what happened. It's all lip service, brother. It's all just camouflage in order to get black folks to vote Democrat. I keep telling people this. Look, I have no agenda other than to tell the truth. I had a ludicrous commenter on YouTube, and I know that's strange, right? Like you never have those.
Oh, I have a lot.
And he's like, "Look, Tim, you got to either pick to be against Trump or for Trump. You got to choose." And look, I told him, I said, "Hey, dude, how about this? How about I'll look at an issue, and I'll let the issue determine how I feel about it, and then I'll do my commentary. But I thank you for your suggestion how I should just be one-sided in any way." Like, that's what's wrong with our discourse. That's what's wrong with our media. I sent out a tweet earlier over the weekend. If news is so unbiased, why do Democrats or why do liberals watch one channel and conservatives another channel?
I retweeted that.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you, HA. I appreciate you, bro. But you get what I'm saying? So, and that's because of people like this guy who says you're either for Trump and you hate everything he does or you love what he does. Nah, dude, we're going to look at each issue. I love the TPP stopping that. I don't love the ban on Muslims or the continuation of Obama's plan or the use of Obama's toys that he left on the floor scattered for Trump to use. I don't appreciate. I don't apply that. But yeah, I could pick and choose, and so can you, HI.
100% right. There's 3 ways to respond to that. Okay, the first one is Hillary 2020. Let's do it. Okay. Call your bluff. Yeah. What's up? I'm calling your bluff. Let's do this. Hillary 2020. The next one is Pelosi Schumer 2020. The next one is yes. You're right. I will pick against Trump in every way, which means that I'm against people he invited to his wedding, which means I'm against Hillary Clinton. Right. And also, I'm against Trump. Any politicians he's given money to, and he was giving more money to Democrats up until 5 years ago than Republicans. So they're all like, it's like 2 prison gangs just like forming a truce whenever they want to sell drugs or do something. And the Democrats and Republicans, they really had the same philosophy. It's just that you have the Slates and the Daily Beasts, and you have like the public relations firms that include the Washington Post and New York Times. That's why people, and the MSNBCs, the CNN, it's like that's one extreme, and then the other extreme is Fox News and Breitbart. Mm-hmm. But then if you actually have critical thinking, critical thought, the 2-party system is no. It's either Democrat or Republican. So you have to either be really irrational one way or really irrational the other way.
Exactly.
No rationality.
Can't have that. Can't be even killed. Can't look at both issues or look at whatever each party is doing and make a determination based on facts. No, can't do that. You just have to blindly go in one direction or the other. I think that's horrible, man. What do you think about the how people ran out about this shooter being Muslim, this guy in Quebec? It turns out he was a white nationalist living in Canada white nationalist who shot up the mosque there.
I mean, look, the whole thing is people are obviously too quick to come to conclusions. B, everyone's using it for their side. Everything's politicized. Yeah. Everything is politicized. Even punching the Nazi guy in the face is politicized. It's like that whole the punching the Nazi, the guy Spencer. That is an example of giving this guy money when you go ahead and you punch him in the face. Right. And I think we were talking about it last week. But you go ahead, and what is a better way to get people who like that Nazi movement to give money to the guy who got his face punched in? Yeah. So you go ahead and you try to make a point. Instead, they become the victims, and they use it to their advantage, at least in their own world. But yeah, I mean, everyone is very quick to.
Yeah, it's what Denzel Washington said. He said, it's more important to be first than to be right, and that's sort of, you know what I'm saying. That's sort of the issue. That's sort of what we see in our media all the time. And it just so happened Fox News got burned for it, and so did numerous other folks who reported it that way. But yeah.
I mean, look, the Washington Post got burned also when they said the Russians hacked our power grid. That was fake. That was straight up fake news. But the thing is,
hold on, H.A., who did the story about the Martin Luther King bus being removed from the White House? Was that Washington Post too?
I know. Who did that story? No, I don't know.
Yeah. Someone said that Trump had MLK's bus removed from the White House, and then they retracted it later, saying, "Oh no, it's there." And Trump's been like pissed off because he said the implication is. Implication is that he's a racist, and that's not true. Yeah. And he's really pissed by that. And you would be pissed by. I would be pissed by it.
Yeah.
And it was a major news organization. Like, I don't know if it was CNN, maybe New York Times. I don't want to accredit it to anyone. I know someone in the comment section knows who it is. It's horrible stuff, and I think they did that willingly, knowingly and willingly did that.
Oh yeah, a lot of these. Look, I'll say it this way. Here's my kind of goal of my publication, and really what drives me, until we have a real anti-war movement. And when I say by anti-war, I mean not just being a pacifist. Sure, people, there's a lot of people who say, when you have to engage in a war, fine. When you're attacked first, or when there's some kind of, horrible situation that you just have to. But nowadays, it's almost like the Democratic Party has completely swallowed up the anti-war movement that did exist in a much more more publicized way during the Bush administration. So when Bush was deciding or contemplating, and Hillary Clinton voted for the Iraq invasion, there were hundreds of thousands of people throughout the world protesting it.
Yes.
And as long as we don't have an anti-war movement, we'll continue to have Trump. We'll continue to have, because people, the whole social media, like you said, the social justice warriors, that kind of thing, they care more about speaking properly than bombing people. If you speak properly, it's okay. Even if you bomb people, even if you destroy Libya. Obama and Clinton are very polished, and they're intelligent. They destroyed Libya, which led to a failed state.
That's all I've been hearing. That's like all I've been hearing about is how intelligent Obama is. Obama was, went to the best schools, and how flawless he was, and you know what? And his policies still sucked. Okay, yeah. He still did some horrible crap. Like, I don't care. I don't care what someone's vernacular. That's a cherry on top, man. But it's a cherry on top of a turd sandwich or a turd sundae. You know what I'm saying? But these people are focused on that, and they'll ride off on that. And what really burns me up is I see too many people in the black community, man, just buy into it because he's a black guy, dude. The bottom line is this. Trump is doing what Trump said he would do. I didn't vote for Trump, but the people that voted wanted the things done that he's doing. I wonder if Hillary would have lived up to doing what she said she was going to do. But hold on. She never said she'd do shit. It was all vague. We need to lift all boats. We need to lift all boats. No.
Just like, I can't believe I'm not 50 points up.
Yeah, I can't believe. Yeah, why not I winning by more? Be with me. Yeah. I'm with her. I will fight for you.
Or you're a racist sexist if you don't vote for Hillary.
What were Hillary Clinton's specific promises she made to the people? Okay, specific stuff. What did she say she was going to do?
She told Wall Street she's going to stop it. Cut
it out. Yeah.
Okay. She said
that's not a
by
policy.
The time. Yeah, she said fracking will still exist, but I'll put a lot of regulations. And by the time those regulations are implemented, it's going to be really tough to have fracking. So that wasn't, she didn't, in terms of and then Middle East, neoconservatives backed Hillary Clinton. Her main goal in life is to kick out Assad, like she did with Gaddafi in Libya.
That worked out so well, H.A.
Exactly. And the thing is, the discussion, it's really scary. Tim, it's kind of sad and scary and almost not funny, but do you notice the hysteria, is you can whip people up, millions and millions of people around the country. Mm-hmm. The banning citizens from coming into the country, but that same outrage, I mean, it goes back to what we're saying, but imagine if the media did that for Libya, Obama and Clinton's intervention in Libya. Imagine how much of a bet we wouldn't have had Trump. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. Like I said, man, the people have been betrayed. They've been betrayed, man. There are people who are protesting the environment. Obama was horrible for the environment, y'all. Yep. He's the fracking king. He's a mother-fracking king.
He deported 2.5 million people, and La Raza called him.
Okay. Yeah. So we're here now. And it's like we're going forward. I get it. People like Tim, H.A., guys, stop talking about the past. Talk about the future. Let's talk a little bit about the future. So going forward, what do we do, H.A.? What do we do with this guy, Trump guy?
This is the thing. If anybody, this is my vantage point, and I say this with all due respect. You can't go into the future expecting to beat Trump if you forget the past. We cheated the one guy who could beat Trump. Now we're complaining. I mean, this is the thing. This is what gets me. Focus on that. I don't care. Yeah, I was an alcoholic. I crashed all your cars. I don't care. I want the keys to the other car. You already crashed 10 cars. It ain't working. Stop drinking and don't drive. That's it. Because you know what? Trump, there's going to be worse than Trump. It'll be Pence 2024.
Oh, okay. Lord.
Yeah. Or it'll be Paul Ryan. It'll be Ryan Pence. He'll continually
be
Huckabee. Yeah, or Huckabee 2024. Because the thing is, the whole narrative of, well, go to the future. Fine. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at the future. Let's try to get somebody to the left, a real progressive, a real honest, a person who, forget about the word progressive, a person who will galvanize Jill Stein voters, Bernie Sanders voters, and Hillary voters. Now, is Elizabeth Warren that person? No. Is Kamala Harris that person? No, I don't think so. Is Nancy Pelosi or Chuck Schumer or Cory Booker? No. No. Is Tim Kaine that person? No. No. So my point is we're left with Tulsi Gabbard, Nina Turner, Bernie Sanders. I'll vote for Bernie if he's 95. I don't care.
Right.
Just, and so the thing is.
Just make Tulsi or Nina your running mate.
Exactly. Look, people want to focus on the future. Tell that to the Daily Beast. The Daily Beast, first of all, not only ran a dumb hit piece on me with some weirdo guy trying to stalk me, but the point is, the Daily Beast went after Tulsi Gabbard. The Washington Post went after Tulsi Gabbard. You want to talk about the future? It's going to be 2020, Trump 2020, 100%, if Tulsi Gabbard is marginalized. by the same Democrats who brought you Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine. So that's it. Let's talk about the future. The only way to beat Trump is by somebody who unites the real extremes like H.A. Goodman or like Tim Black, H.A. Goodman, the real extremes in the Democratic Party. You have to unite everybody, and then people will vote Democrat. Otherwise, I'm voting for either if Tulsi Gabbard or Bernie Sanders or Nina Turner gets cheated or marginalized, I'll vote Green Party.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of people who will vote or won't vote, who literally won't vote, because the thing is, and let's talk about the future. Do you think complaining about Trump is going to stop Trump?
Yeah, is that the future? Yeah, that's the future? Complaining about Trump's everything. Yeah.
He loves it. He loves when you say like, "Oh, I can't believe it. He's a tyrant. You said that before and he won."
And speaking of that, H.A., and very good points, brother. Excellent. I'm thinking about Keith Olbermann. And I'm saying, Keith Olbermann, for the love of God, shut your pie hole. I'm serious, man. My zipper stuck. You need
your fracking mouth.
Yeah, right, motherfucker. Hey, look, my zipper's stuck. And you're lucky, Keith Olbermann, because you need help, assistance. Listen, Keith Olbermann, dude, we needed you back during the primaries. And all I see you doing now is just making things more divided. There is nothing you can do. Right? Now, all you can do is get a lot of views, Keith Olbermann. But when we needed you, there was no excuse. You have your own laptop or whatever you're shooting with. It looks like you're shooting with a VHS or, I don't know, a Samsung held camcorder from Best Buy. Fine, dude. You had that already. Why weren't you making videos to help us get the right guy during the primaries when you could have helped us? Now all I got is irritation. All I'm getting is irritating videos with that. And what is that background, dude? One color. Go one color. Okay? The peach or whatever that is, the maroon and the royal blue, that's not working. But no, seriously though, I'm very disappointed. And Keith Olbermann was a real heavy hitter back when Clinton was running, back in 2008, I think it was. He was dynamic. He was telling the truth. And now to get back in, HJ, he must have had to sell his soul to someone in order to get back into, I don't know, distribution or back into the limelight.
Exactly. My thing is this, and this is what my publication, the new one, will talk about. It's going to talk about the hypocrisy in both parties, but initially within the Democratic Party that brought us Trump. If you're afraid of Trump, calling him a racist, Islamophobic, sexist, a danger, a threat, that doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's not going to work.
You sure it's not going to work? Because they're doing it a lot. They continue to do it.
Well, like you said, Tim, people make money. So number one, Keith Olbermann's making money from it. It's very lucrative to go ahead and repeat the same thing. It's not going to work because he won. There was a 2005 audio where he said something that you and I both can't even imagine. I've never even heard that, really, the way he said it. Okay? That he still won. This is how bad Hillary was. A 2005 audio of what Trump said, and Trump still won. So the issue is build an anti-war movement. Call out Democrats every chance you get. Make sure you're even-handed. Yeah, Trump's policy is wrong. Of course, it doesn't keep us safe. But to say that he's Hitler and to totally ignore President Obama destroying Libya, Hillary complicit in the Honduras coup, drones everywhere, sending soldiers back to Iraq, keeping soldiers indefinitely in Afghanistan. He was supposed to end the Iraq and Afghanistan wars. He didn't do that. He was supposed to keep us safer. We now have, actually, in terms of number of threats, more threats. Yeah, that's the only way it's going to. The process of, like, if you're trying out for a football team or a baseball team, you have to go up against. You can't have a coach favor one person. If a coach favors the person, you're not going to get the best team, because you can hit 400 and then somebody who hits 250 is going to play ahead of you. You have to have an unbiased system where the best candidate wins out. Tulsi Gabbard would easily destroy any other, and Bernie Sanders and Nina Turner would easily destroy any other establishment pick. Could you imagine Cory Booker debating Bernie or Nina Turner or Tulsi Gabbard?
I don't even think he can debate Senator Warren. I mean, he's really. I don't know, man. Maybe people want the magic of Obama, the complicit, the lies of Obama. I don't know if that's why they're looking at Cory. I don't get it, man.
But President Obama was special. 2008 was a special year. We had 8 years of somebody who was truly stupid. Like President, let's put it this way: George W. Bush makes Trump look like a Harvard scientist. Okay, I mean George.
I wouldn't
W.
go that
Bush,
far.
Well, George W. Bush was pretty. He wasn't all there.
Yeah, he was dumb. But I mean, I don't think Trump is dumb. I think Trump is like he's got some vices, and I think he's very intelligent when it comes to how to play the media. And he's got a lot of strategy. I think some people oversimplify Trump. I think Trump is very strategic in stuff he does.
That's why the wrestling, pro wrestling, the bad guys, the evil guys, the bad guys in pro wrestling. That's the whole soap opera of it, and Trump revels in that. That's why he's always on Twitter. That's why he's always trying to offend people or do something, because people get all offended on the left, but then they don't stand for anything on the left. There's a pocket of anti-war people. There's a pocket of people who want to ban fracking and breaking up too big. It's actually a really big pocket, but now a lot of these people are so afraid of Trump, they'll go Schumer, Pelosi 2020. They'll do that. It was like, oh, it's so much. Just the other day, this was actually in a Bernie Sanders group. It was this one guy. I usually don't really check the responses because I'm trying to spread my YouTube or whatever on a whole bunch of different pages. But I got into it with one guy because he was like, well, you brought us Trump because you didn't rally around Hillary. Oh. And I'm like, dude, this is a Bernie page. Why would I rally around Hillary when Hillary cheated Bernie Sanders and she elevated Trump? That's another thing. There's a lot of articles, WikiLeaks emails.
Yeah.
The strategy was Trump was so crazy and deranged that elevate him, and that's a good fit for Hillary as a competitor.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah.
So
how much love do you have for the most vulnerable people in this country? I keep hearing everybody talk about it. Oh, black people, Latino people, gays, all of us are so vulnerable, and the Democratic Party was our only option. Well, if that's the case, why did the Democratic Party put us in harm's way intentionally to elevate Trump?
This vulnerability, who signed the Defense of Marriage Act? This Bill Clinton. Who went ahead and wouldn't back gay marriage up until 2013, Hillary Clinton? How many people do you know who are quote-unquote liberals or progressive Democrats who were against gay marriage in 2013? I don't know any. But Hillary was, and she was the perfect fit for a lot of people. It's not about, if you don't threaten to not vote, they're going to have their way with you. If you don't say, okay, here's my boundaries, you can't go ahead and bomb everybody and build pipelines and Dakota Access Pipeline. Where was the outrage?
Right. This
is nothing. I don't want the banning of immigrants. I think that's wrong on Trump's part, but it's nothing compared to strip searches in Dakota Access Pipeline, water cannons with freezing temperatures.
Goodness gracious, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. Attack dogs, rubber bullets. They were silent because they are such hypocrites. The left in our country is led and full of hypocrites, and then there's honest people who are kind of caught in between, both sides. Right. And then there's people who remember. I remember. My memory span is longer than 3-4 months. Like 3-4 months ago, I still remember. I don't have Alzheimer's yet. I still remember what took place.
The winning formula is opposite of what the Democrats were doing, man. It's not to go to the right. It's if they would have went to the left, right, and truly meant that, they would have won. Even Hillary could have won if she would have went left, but she was so untrustworthy that her words just were, yes. they had the hollow ring to them. So she was the wrong candidate, but it wasn't that it was unwinnable. It was definitely winnable with another person. And if that person would have went left, you'd have got most of the Hillary supporters, and you would have got the Bernie supporters and the Jill supporters. You would have won. You'd have had your coalition. People voted for Trump out of disgust. A lot of people voted for Trump out of disgust with Hillary Clinton. That's what that's what I truly believe in. There was, I mean, obviously, like you brought up very, very handily, that audio tape would have destroyed most people. I saw John Edwards get destroyed over adultery with a wife that he hadn't slept with in probably 4 years. Okay? And he still he lost everything. He had to bow out. Okay? So what Trump got away with right there, that's because people were like, yeah, but we really don't want her. So yeah, we're going to go with this guy.
This is when people tell me, focus on the future, Trump is evil. Hillary lost to a guy that said, I grab women by the you-know-what, and she still lost. So that mentality of he is dangerous, crazy, he's horrible, yeah, he's not going to change. He'll probably do something really bad also. I mean, call him out. Great, call him out. Right. I'm not saying don't critique Trump. I critique Trump also, but nobody even really pays attention. Like I do on my YouTube, I critique Donald Trump all the time, but nobody pays attention at all. But a lot of my, focus is on the hypocrisy within the Democratic Party. But the point is, these people are going to have, I'm calling it right now. It looks, Tim, like they don't want, they're marginalizing the only hope in Tulsi Gabbard. If you notice with Nina Turner, they did not let Nina Turner speak at the DNC. If you notice that they're telling people, Bernie will be too old, that's all I hear. That's all I hear, Tim. Oh, Bernie's too old, Bernie's too old, Bernie's too old. I'll take a 90-year-old Bernie over Cory Booker or a Nancy Pelosi or whatever.
Well, Tim Kaine. Goodness gracious.
Tim Kaine. By the way, Cory Booker and Jeff Sessions had a joint teamed up for joint legislation to honor civil rights activists. Okay, this is the Cory Booker who hates Jeff Sessions. But the point, and that's true. That's on Cory Booker's page and Jeff Sessions' webpage too. Right. But the point is, it's like they want to. If you want to focus on defeating Trump, actually defeat him, because the circle, it ain't working. So focus on actually finding somebody in 2020 to defeat Trump, and in 2018 vote for the most liberal, the most progressive candidates, anti-war, anti-fracking, those type of people for Congress. That's all I can say.
There you go, man. That's what they should do, and I doubt if what they continue to do is to drink their own Kool-Aid and lie to themselves. Oh, before you go, what do you think about the boycott of Starbucks? I put that in the title.
Yeah,
boycott of Starbucks.
That's stupid. That's stupid. I don't even like Starbucks that much, but I mean, I like, the coffee I'm not really that into. I like, there's other places, but that's stupid. That's stupid. I mean, but see, the thing is, it's funny because, it's kind of like punching the Nazi in the face. Like, it totally backfires. So, but I do respect Starbucks I do respect them for bringing in the refugees, or the 10,000 refugees. I do respect that greatly, but that's a stupid thing, for Trump supporters to do. But then again, politically, it unites, because there is something called Republicans and conservatives. That's like a lot of people, like Democrats, forget that they actually share this country with other people. It's really crazy, True. Those people happen to win the Electoral College. Yep. So, real quick before I go, this mentality, like, if only you just hated Trump, if only you could feel what I feel for Trump, that's not going to work. It doesn't work. Like, to try to convince people how much you hate Trump, and therefore if they just understood, they would hate Trump also and never vote for him, that doesn't work. You have to actually stand for anti-war, anti-fracking, breaking up banks, some kind of way to stop unarmed black citizens from police from shooting unarmed black citizens. All these big issues that establishment Democrats, utilize to gain support, but then forget about when they're running office.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Before you go, man, tell me about this website, man. What's up?
Well, it's awesome, Tim. It's gonna come out in a couple of days, and I'm kind of keeping it a secret, the name and everything,
Okay.
until I come out with it. But it's gonna be something where it's gonna be like, my writing for the past year and a half. It's
Hell yeah.
similar. It's
Okay.
similar, but it's gonna be basically calling out Democrats for allowing Trump to be in office, and by doing that, kind of just taking a trip down memory lane. Well, why is it that we're outraged over Trump's ban of these immigrants from Muslim nations, but we're not outraged when we bomb them, or when we go ahead and accidentally kill 70 civilians, or destroy Libya and make it a failed state, that type of thing. So.
Right. Hypocrisy of our democracy, man. Thank you so much, H.A. Goodman. Guys, go follow H.A. Goodman on Twitter at H.A. Goodman Author, HAGoodman.com, Facebook, H.A. Goodman, and everywhere, right, H.A.?
YouTube channel, H.A. Goodman. And Tim, I love you, man. Thank you, and have a wonderful week. And don't ever let any of the haters get to you.
Oh, man. You know what, man? Thank you so much, brother. I have bounced back to 100%, and I am with you on that, man. Give it up for H.A. Goodman, guys. Keeping it real.
Tim.
You got it, brother. There it is. Let me see if I can. There we go. Well, well, I guess I'll leave that on the screen because it's easier to do than to mess with this stuff. Folks, it was a great show. H.A. Goodman and I, look, man, here's the thing. We are all, still trying to feel our way through what's happening in this country at this point. It's a big shakeup. We should not be that surprised that a Republican won. They do that from time to time. I wish Bill Maher would pull his head out of his butt cheeks and realize that's just life. All these people complaining. Seth Meyers. Please, somebody send a petition around and get Seth Meyers replaced. These guys, man, these guys are hacks. Listen, I will continue to disagree with policies and initiatives and whatever activities that I disagree with, that Trump puts out there. I will do my best to give you the full picture, the full context. Just because we say, hey, Obama set the table and now Trump is just having people to sit down and have a seat at the table, doesn't mean that I support Trump blocking refugees. I don't. But let's not pretend that this didn't already exist and it wasn't already in play due to the actions of Obama. Now that you know, because I'm sure most people didn't know. I didn't know that until today. Maybe now I have alerted some people to it. So what do we do going forward? We keep calling out the BS. And all I want you to know is neither party is the devil. Neither party is an angel. That doesn't exist. All of the parties, all of them, all of the major parties anyway, all the major parties report to who? Corporate interest, big money, all of them, just different buckets of big money. Period. So when you say, don't, be with Trump or be against Trump, man, I'll be for the truth. Thank you so much, guys, for being here and understanding that. I just will go on the record and I'll just say, hey, man, if you bomb someone's country, and it's put it this way, it's one thing to set fire to a guy's house. It's a horrible thing. Horrible, unthinkable. Unthinkable. I would never do that. I would never, ever set fire to somebody's house, right? Never. Unless they set fire to my house, then I'm going to go set fire to your house. But, you know what I mean? And maybe I wouldn't even go that route. But you understand what I'm saying. You set fire to a guy's house. Then as he flees his burning home, he's running for a place to stay for rescue. And he notices on your door, you say, safe haven. So he knocks on the door. You open the door. See it's him. And you slam the door in his face. Trump supporters, that's exactly what's going on. That's crazy, right? That's not the way. I don't understand how you can say that's okay to do. We have to have some compassion for the crap we created. or either take the damn sign down. All right, guys, I'm Tim Black. See me at timblacktv.com. Check me out. I got a special sale going on the T-shirts next couple days over February 1st. Free shipping. Free shipping on all merchandise out of my store. Remember, guys, I don't control when they have the sales. It's done by the website. So if you want a piece of Tim Black apparel, please pick it up now where you get free shipping. I know people love free shipping. I love free shipping. So please think about that. Well, not think about it. Act on it. Because it's good stuff. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. Big shout out to H.A. Goodman. Big shout out to my man Iron Man Oz for all he did to help out with the show. And big shout out to Ebon for the new PC that is running right now and putting me in stunning 1080p. I got your back. Just remember, don't you let nobody take your cornbread. And stand tall, stay strong. I'm out. That's what's up. Shout out to Stephanie. Hey, Stephanie. Peace.